It's not always an insecure thing. It's not always a paranoid thing. It's not always just, a fear thing. There's just some people who are just extremely gifted in the spirit. They can look at someone and they can discern someone's spirit. They know exactly, like, they may not know the person's whole life, but they know exactly what type of spirit is operating through that person because they have the gift to distinguish between spirits. So it's not always an insecure thing. It's not always all of that. And this can resonate with men and women. But I'm going to show you particularly I'm going to tell you what God particularly showed me pertaining to a woman and pertaining to men. See, some men, they may have a wife, or they may have a girlfriend, or they may know of their wife. Like, they may know who they're going to marry. Right? And some men may think that because they're not, like I said, it goes both ways, but the reason why I'm highlighting men is because men are more likely to not really see this from a spiritual standpoint. Men are very logical. So a man can literally think that it's okay for him to, say hi to his ex if he sees her in public and stop and have a quick talk with her and chat with her for 20 minutes, etc. And a man may think it's okay and it's not a big deal if he's liking women's photos online, or he's saving women's photos. Like, he may scroll through Instagram, see someone he likes that catches his eye. He may not follow them, but he may save the photos. A man may think it's okay to support someone's business that he slept with in the past. So he may go there all the time to support their business, check up on them, say hi, and shop in their store or whatever. See, men may not see these things as a big deal, right? And let's just say that some of these men are in relationships and their woman may say, I don't want you communicating with your ex. Like, I don't care if you saw her in public. I don't like the fact that you're sitting down talking to her and having a conversation with her for 20 minutes. I don't feel comfortable with that. Right? Or the woman may be like, okay, I don't feel comfortable with you, going to this barber shop where a woman that you messed around with works. I don't feel comfortable with you going there. And, even though the barber cuts your hair and she doesn't cut your hair, she's a hairdresser in that barber shop, and because you guys slept together more than once, I don't feel comfortable with you being there. Or the woman may say, I don't feel comfortable, with you going to this person's services or whatever. A woman may tell a man, I don't like you saving women's photos in your Instagram because you're saving it so you can always go back to their profile. That's why you're saving it. Or you're looking at them and you're lusting after them. That's why you're saving it. A man may look at that like, that's not a big deal. You're tripping. You're reaching. You're doing too much. Right? But women know, not all women, but some women know that that's a door opener. And some women, they will see things more spiritually than physically. So a woman may look at the woman that's at the barbershop and be like, oh my gosh, like, she has a spirit of Jezebel on her. Like, if he keeps going back there, that's a door opener, and she may try to push herself on him, or she may try to send him subliminals through her eyes or through her hands or however way, and he may fall into temptation. Right? And people have to understand, well, women know this. Women know that there's some women who won't want a man, or who won't be interested in a man. Even if they've already slept with the man or they've dated the man, they may not have interest in the man until they know the man has a woman. Jesus. And it's not because they like the man. It's because they want to one up the other woman. It's because they want to taunt the other woman. And if your woman is spiritual and your woman can see in the spirit, best believe your woman is going to be taunted by the spirit that is operating through that other woman. So the other woman that you think is not a big deal, if her motive is to one up your woman, if her motive is to taunt your woman, best believe that spirit that is operating through her, that spirit that is tempting her to do this, is going to be taunting your woman in the spiritual realm. And your woman's going to be in spiritual warfare. Period. And again, it goes both ways. But I'm highlighting this because the Lord showed me something last night about a woman that was getting services from a man. No, a man that was getting services from a specific woman. Sorry. And he goes there to get services from this woman, and the woman is operating through the spirit of Jezebel. Okay. And the woman was taunting the other woman, the to-be wife or the wife. The woman was taunting her, but the husband may not know that the other woman that he gets services from is taunting the woman in the spirit. He doesn't know that woman is mocking her in the spirit. Do you see what I'm saying? So physically, his flesh will say, oh, it's no big deal. I'm not even with the person anymore. We don't sleep together no more, or etc., etc. He may not be thinking it's a big deal because he's thinking this, not realizing that the spirit operating through the other woman is actually taunting the woman to be, or the woman that he's with. So we have to see things past just the flesh. And sometimes, men, when your woman is complaining about someone, it's not because of insecurities. That's not always what it is. Sometimes it's because of the spirit that is operating through the woman. Your woman will know that this is the kind of woman that will try to destroy your relationship. And they may not have had interest in you originally, but they may have had interest in you as soon as they find out you have a woman. Because some women are just really messed up, and they see women as competition, and they think it's a game when they see a woman when they see a man that they were with in the past, or dated in the past, or slept with in the past with another woman. They think it's a game, and then they will make it their mission to try to seduce, to try to manipulate, even if they don't even want anything long-term with the man. They just like the fact that they can one up his woman. And let's just say that it's not someone that you were with, that you were dating, or that you were messing with, fellas, okay? And let's just say that the person knows that your woman, your girlfriend, or your wife, or your woman has a problem with them, has a problem with your friendship, or has a problem with being around you, etc., etc. Let's just say you go and tell this woman this. They may pretend like, oh, it's not a big deal. Why is your woman tripping? Why is your girlfriend tripping? But in the spirit, they are taunting your woman. In the spirit, it's ha-ha. In the spirit, it's mockery, right? And again, I want to tell you guys something. Depending on the type of person, depending on the type of spirit, some spirits can only be housed within someone if the person's motive is feeding the spirit. Okay? For instance, if the woman's motive is to seduce, manipulate, mock, and her motive is to eventually get you, even if she doesn't want you, or to eventually one up your woman, the spirit is going to feed off of that person's motive. Okay? So that woman would be feeding that spirit, right? And then in the spirit, your woman is going to have to deal with that spirit. Okay? While behind the scenes, you may think it's not a big deal. You may even be fighting with your woman about it. You may even be saying to your woman, you're tripping, you're reaching. You may be even saying to your woman, or you're insecure, you're jealous, you're this, you're that. And not realizing that this spirit that is within this other person is taunting your woman, mocking your woman. Ha ha, this. Yeah. You know? So then it becomes reactive abuse from your woman, because your woman is dreaming of this woman taunting her. This woman is even in the spirit taunting her, like as in like not in the dream but in the vision. This one may even like, bully her, whatever it is. And then your woman will be tripping out in the physical, like tripping out, but she has all right to. She'll be like, no, I don't trust that girl. And you may be like, chill, relax, calm down. That's my friend, or that's my ex, or we dated in the past. There's nothing going on between us. And then the other woman may be like, yeah, your woman's tripping out. But you're not realizing that the spirit in the other woman is taunting your woman in the spirit, which is causing her to react this way. So this is like reactive abuse. But the other woman who has a spirit is aware of this. is aware of this. That is what a Jezebel spirit does. Okay? So it's not always your woman is tripping. It's not always your woman's insecure, your woman's jealous or whatever. You have to understand that spirits are real. And sometimes, especially when you have a woman that's gifted or a man that's gifted, because it can go both ways. I'm just, like I said, I'm just saying what I saw in the spirit. Sometimes women can see something in the spirit and they be trying to warn you about certain women. Just like you guys know men, you know how men, you know, a woman can say, oh, I have a guy, he's my friend. And if she said she had a guy friend to you, men know men. So in a man's mind, they'll be like, oh, that man ain't no friend. That man's gonna want to hit it eventually. That man's gonna want to, I don't feel comfortable with you having that guy friend. You may end up telling your woman this. It's the same thing about women. Women can see other women. You get what I'm saying? However, when you are gifted, you can see beyond the physical in that person. It's really important to take what your woman is saying into consideration, especially if your woman is gifted and she can see in the spirit. And again, this goes both ways, but I'm going based on what God was showing me last night. Some people, they have that spirit, and the spirit will not be tormenting you because the person's going to try to be on their best behavior around you so they can validate what you're saying about it not being a big issue. But behind the scenes, they'll be tormenting your woman. They'll be trying to one up your woman. You get what I'm saying? So I want to just, share this with y'all. Okay? I love you guys. Bye.